Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Welcome everybody, welcome to the show. Let me introduce you to some dudes in case you don't know. First we got Aziz all the way from Kuwait. Always has a point when it's time for debate. On my Lanta, some call him Dan. Got the dad jokes in the palm of his hand. Boom Sauce McNasty got his eyes on the news, got his ear to the streets, and he's down for his crew. Next up is Clown, the DIY king. Got a juice line and some coils that sing. Then there's a bear who's smarter than average, quick with the wit, his name Vapor Swaggins. Then there's the homie, we know him as Frames, and too many guests to remember the names. Together they make up this killer vape panel every Monday on the Clown Vapes channel. Vaping with the Ohmies. 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 Vaping with the Ohmies.
Okay, so this thing's being retarded.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Is it still being a pain in the ass?
No, I'm just getting the hang of this. I mean, honestly, this is my first time trying this, and yeah, so thanks for bearing with me a little bit here. What's up, guys? Welcome. It's Monday, Vaping with the Ohmies Day. Starting your week off right. You know what we say? Yeah. So we're gonna get started. Let's get this ball rolling. Hopefully, you guys can hear us pretty good. And take it away, James.
All right, guys, what's up? This is kind of weird, bro. First one in the buffet.
I know, you're on the other side of this whole thing.
I could just sit back, chill. Anyways, first off for me, guys, just got this thing in today. That new Profile Unity RTA by, Mr. Just Right One and the Vapor Chronicles. And of course, it's on top of that Warlock's Guardian, that Frames Janklin Vapor, Vaping with the Ohmies edition. Inside, shout outs to the Fountain Blast Off. This is bottle number 10, and I'm almost done. I don't know where you're at, Dan, but I think I got you, bro.
No, I finished number 10. Oh, so we're even. And guess what? I'll be picking up a bottle tomorrow.
Always behind.
Well, that's not fair because you have it at the shop that you work at.
Yeah,
that's not my fault. That's called convenience. Don't be mad at me.
Second up, I've got my Keen mech from Stan Tenacious TX Vapes, of course, and Times Vape with that Axial on top by Unicorn and Mass Mods. Got a nice chop top DHD tip. It's like this crazy bluish clear acrylic dealy, and I absolutely love it. Inside of that, I've got some of that over dripped custard from my main man Overdrip. You will probably see him down there in the chat. Absolutely love this stuff. Best custard in the game, hands down. Third off, I've got the Green Dreamer with the Sonnet RDA from Sweet Mods. That new Swedish RDA that's been popping up quite often now. And I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it so far. And, match action, of course, chop top, color changing tip.
Dude, that airflow is really smooth. It
is very smooth. Inside, I've got some 12 Monkeys Tropica. This is a juice that I've actually been wanting to try for a while. Chris Empire Vape Co. talked about it all the time on his channel. And I was just like, you know what? I got to try this stuff. Picked it up, and it's fantastic. Last off, pod system. I'm testing out the new Orion Q. Inside of this, I actually have some 12 milligram Overdrip vanilla custard. So shout outs to Overdrip again. And that's it for me. I'm going to pass it off to our guest. I'm going to pass it off to Chris from Zample Box. What's going on, brother? What are you vaping on, man?
Dudes, this is great. First of all, I'm stoked. Man.
What's up?
Dude, we're happy to have you, bro.
Yeah, this is great. You guys are super chill, very attractive. I don't have a beard, but I'm here anyway. I am vaping my K-Fun Prime.
Nice.
I'm a big mouth to lung guy. Actually, I forgot my bottle of juice today, but my man Ian had some extreme mint from Good Life Vapor, and they're from Atlanta. Or no, they're from Georgia. They're awesome. And then I have just a Lost Vape Mirage, just vaping on the fat 16 watts, man.
Nice, dude. That's battery life for days.
Dude,
that's right.
How much watts?
Just
Which
just
ones?
just the 16 huge 16 big ball watts.
Just beefy
Nice.
ones. Nice.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it, man. That's all the only setup I got. That and H2O. Drinking
Ooh,
some water.
nice.
There you go.
You gotta stay hydrated, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Personalized mug and everything.
Yeah.
All right, pass it off to whomever you want to.
Okay. I'm gonna go to my main man. I'm gonna go to the Yellow Ranger. Just because
Yellow Ranger.
That's me.
Because, man. Yellow Ranger's the bomb.
Yellow Ranger. This is the Yellow Ranger bird call. Caw-caw! What's going on? I'm Vapor Swaggins. I'm here so you don't have to be. Hello, Ohmies. Hello, panel. Hello, audience. I guess that's one of those is an overlier. It's like a Venn diagram. You have two circles, and in the middle is Ohmies, and we got analysts and audience. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm vaping on a few things, and I'm going to show them to you right now. So first of all, I'm vaping on the MMK Werkstatt 18650 mech tube with the silver plating, and on top I've got that blacked out Turk V2 with a DHD chop top purple heart, and it lives like this. This is one of the setups. I completely bought everything that I have here in between my thumb and forefinger, index finger, if you will, from what is it, NVE? Yeah, NVE. That's where I got it from. And secondly, I'm vaping on the Tarot Nano. It's an 80-watt device with an internal battery. And on top of that, I've got the Profile Unity RTA, which I continue to vape. I found out on the stew on Friday, it doesn't squonk. So I took it off the Topside Dual and I put it on this little guy right here, and it's rocking at 60 watts. And I'm vaping on the MK Manciata in Black Juma with the Dwarf mouth to lung RTA on top. And this is glorious. And what am I vaping on inside of these setups? I'm vaping on Transistor Tango Melon. If you didn't see my highlighted video on my Instagram, I put my money where my mouth is. I really love Tango Melon. Secondly, I'm vaping on Transistor Beautiful Disaster, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I want to marry it. It's that beautiful. And finally, Transistor Phoenix. Two of these are brand new juices from their lines. This is a pineapple, kiwi, strawberry, and it's really good.
Delish.
And some pods, the Caliburn and the Infinix. And that's me. And I'm going to pass it off to Transistor, the man, the myth, the legend. Hey, Junior. Coonsauce McNasty.
Hello. What's up, guys? Okay, my whole desk is all in shambles right now, but I think I got it. Hang of it already. Okay, first one, got my Pulse 80-watt with my Poet on top. Looking not really matchy, but still working out pretty nice. In there, I got some Drip This Sour Blue Raz. And then, let's see, there. And then I got my Lazy Vapors single 21700. Wait, is this? Yeah, no, is it 21? Yeah. Okay.
Get with it, Corey.
You thought my stutter was not on purpose?
I'm having sleep still, so it's okay. Flave 24 Evo. In there, I got some Hometown Heroes apple cream custard.
Good stuff.
And then finally, my new favorite model of all time, Aspen Modco Monarch. Tormund is his name.
Tormund.
With the recoil rebel on top, DHD tip. Yeah, DHD tip. I just can't fucking talk today, man. And then there I got some Transistors Karango.
Oh, yes.
That is what I got. Let's see what Mr. Omelanta, what are you vaping on?
Hello,
Boy.
governor.
Hello, Pulpit.
I got my Hammer Profile Unity on top, DHD chop top. In that, I have Transistor Galactic Milk. I have my Monarch. This is Vic from Aspen Modco.
Hi, Vic.
Everyone say hi. Yeah. Gear RTA on top. With not a DHD.
Classy.
I have not got one yet for Vic. That's just one that was at the shop. And that OPMH's new line, Heartbreaker. It's a jawbreaker candy. Really, really good. And then I got my V-Boy with Darth Vader on it. with that goat, the dead goat deck, the snakebite airflow, and in that I have transistor Sin Apple, and it's never tasted better.
Transistor's
good.
killing it on this
Mm.
panel.
Dude,
Yeah, for
for
real.
real. I'm honestly like surprised I don't have transistor. I do, but that's in like
Oh yeah, I got a ton more stuff. Just
yeah,
I
same
haven't
here.
gone through it yet. I am loaded with juice for so long.
Dude.
But that's me. That's what I got, and I will pass it over to my buddy Clown Vapes.
Oh man, it's weird being at the end of this whole
Right?
thing, honestly.
It was weird being first, dude.
Yeah, I've been doing it for months at the very beginning, so this is odd. All right, I'm gonna start off with that Keen Copper, all
buddy.
copper because you gotta live that copper life. On top of that, I got the Apocalypse 25.
I smell
With,
pennies.
was it Maple Sparkle?
Sparkle maple.
Sparkle Maple.
Sparkle.
That's
Maple
that Copper
Sparkle.
Rose, bro.
And that is the Turkish Harvest. Seriously,
Delicious.
loving it, dude.
One of my favorites.
Then next I got Saint Maud Cosmonaut. And in that I got the Dragon Shake from Deep Cuts because seriously I basically survive on it now.
Happy birthday, Vinyl and Vapor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Eric,
do.
if you're out there, happy
Happy
birthday, buddy.
boy.
Oh shit! Happy B-Day. Feliz
Mhm.
Love you.
cumpleaños.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Then I got the Axial on the Warlock's Guardian.
Dude.
Yeah.
That drip tip,
Dude, look at that.
bro. Yeah, dude.
They got
So
that
matchy.
matchy game on point, man.
So matchy.
And then in that I got Nightshade, which this won't survive the week. I'm sure of it.
That stuff's good too, bro.
Oh, dude. And then I'm just showing this off because it's ridiculous. It's a Dreamer stack with
That looks painful.
yeah, with what was it, the Overstack RDA?
Now, if
I
that
want-
doesn't look like a, you know what?
In that I got
Yes,
Karango.
That looks like it needs a safe word to go along with it.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Harder.
Did it come with a pillow?
Did it come with a what?
Did it come with a pillow?
Yes, it comes with a pillow.
Sweet.
It takes you out to dinner. All right. So, James, you want to do some shout outs real quick?
Absolutely. What I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna scroll up to the tippy top of the chat. Well, of course, we've been here a little bit, so it's not gonna show the very first person. But first person I see, Lady Louisiana is in the house. Shout outs to Lady Louisiana. We were hanging out with her earlier in Discord. Big shout outs to her. We see Angela Garrity's in the chat. Shout outs to Angela Garrity. Make sure you guys go check her out. You know, Vape News Magazine, or you know, Lavender in the Clouds on Instagram. Go check her out. My boy Sean Typhon, the Angry Hippie. Go over there and subscribe to that dude, because why not? He does some killer juice reviews, and can catch us on the Green Room Fridays. Shadowlink Vapors in the house, otherwise known as Amish. My man Overdrip, again, thank you, brother. This stuff is fantastic. We've got our lovely moderators. We got Freaking Wolf, Texas Cloud Town, Erica Vapes, and Lydia Lee. Absolutely love our moderators. They be holding it down in the chat, throwing you guys the links, all that good stuff. Another good guy I got to shout out real quick. Bad Mother Trucker, my dude. Pound it, bro. Pound it. I see a lot of the Stooges in the chat. Let's see. Let's shout out somebody different that we have. Raven Shadow Vapes is in the house. Oh, got to give this man a huge shout out because he's just a big dude. Huge shout out to Mr. Bogging Out with the Batman. Big dude. I literally felt like a midget standing next to him. at the show. I
Oh,
shook
yeah.
his hand and
A
felt
little
like my
person.
hand disappeared.
No
It was just-
kidding.
it was crazy.
It's like when like a 2-year-old.
So that's it. And we're muted.
Yeah. No, we're unmuted now. What the hell is
Wait.
that?
What?
Seriously,
What
I don't
happened?
know. I don't know, dude. I lost control of it for a second.
What the hell happened?
I'm confused. Wait, sweat. Are you there? Well,
Dude.
anyway, I guess
was
I'll do
weird.
like 2 more shout outs and send it to Corey. Addy Tooney's in the house. What up, Addy Tooney? Much love to him. Does all the fantastic, Cape Run work. And last but not least, I'm going to shout out JJ in the box. What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. And I'll pass it back to you, Clown.
Okay. Oh, I get to say it for the first time. Like, because we started this after I lost my lives. What's in the news, Poon Sauce?
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't know that.
Hello, everybody. This segment is sponsored but not sponsored by VapeNews.com. Big shout out to Angela Garrity and, of course, one of the other writers, John Castle. Thank you very much for all the content. Let's see what we got here today. Let's see. This one is called, it's a study that was done, which is topic and titled More Americans Misled on Vapor, which is telling us stuff we already know. We know the main populace is not properly informed of what vaping actually is. Let's see. Very top. A study published Friday in the Journal of the American Medical Association has found that Americans are increasingly misled about the relative harms between vapor products and combustible cigarettes. So, based on a review of data collected in 2 surveys between 2012 and 2017, researchers found that the number of Americans who believe that vapor products are equally that most Americans think vapor products are just as harmful or even more harmful than vapor products, because that's what FDA is trying to release. Like the campaign for the tobacco-free kids, they're trying to get in everybody's heads that vaping is worse than smoking. For somehow, I don't understand it, I guess. So this is pretty much just bringing up stuff all of us already know, that we all know. It's from the Royal College of Physicians that it's at least 95% safer than smoking, at least. Some studies say it's up to 98%. Some say it's like 97%. So what my main thing I want to say to you guys is, what do you guys do to go out to people that aren't even vapors or anything and try to get them informed of what vaping actually is? Like, how would you go around to somebody who doesn't even know what this is and kind of give them a rundown of it?
That's a great question, Poon Sauce. I would send them to your channel on YouTube. As you know, Poon Sauce McNasty just started a YouTube channel. It's already flourishing with content. Like, I don't even know how to keep up. Like, JR the Vaping Goat, eat your heart out, bro. 8 videos a day. Talk about, well, how about 16? That's what 16 videos is what Poon Sauce
16 videos minus 16 videos.
Minus 16. 9 plus
that's
10.
That's how many
21
right now.
21.
The channel was just created, so I'm working on getting a couple things figured out on it, and hopefully content will be coming shortly.
Advocacy.
Well, within the next
advocacy
week. Yeah. I'm excited, a little nervous, but we'll see what happens. And
that's awesome, man. YouTube is a hard thing to do, dude. So that's good.
Yeah. To have, especially doing it to where
dedicating the time
that I'm going to dedicate a lot of time to this, because I feel like it's something that needs to be done.
And you can already call it What's in the News Poon Sauce.
Yeah. And Chris, I wanted to ask you about it. How often do you talk to a lot of people that are non-vapors and non-smokers as well, trying to inform them of what vaping actually is? How do you go around doing that and try to get them away from all the bullshit that most of the mass media is telling everybody?
Sure, man. Well, see, like, my approach is a little different because I do get to do a YouTube channel for Zample Box. So just making content that's as informative as possible, also fun. Because I think a lot of times it's like, it's really, that's also the kind of person I am too, but welcoming a lot of different kind of audiences to vaping. I mean, there's a lot of stereotypes about vaping and vaping douchebags or whatever. And, they're normal people who are just trying to make their lives like work. You know what I mean? That's the first thing for me personally. But I think Zample Box and like on our crest too, it says the original vaping family. And one of the best things is, Zample Box has been like it's been like 5 or so years, almost 6. And we have a really, really big community on Facebook. And it's awesome, man. We've had people come in, like, even just like get really close, like play video games with each other, get married even. We've had people get married, which is
that's cool.
Just with how our product works, it's a subscription service. So a lot of people who are new to vaping and, trying to get.
Do you do marriages as well then?
Yeah, I didn't know I could buy a bride on
I can subscribe to your marriage service?
That's awesome.
It's actually kind of funny. Like the inside joke is that it's like a dating thing. And actually,
you put people together by what juices they like.
Yeah. And actually, I just got my my license because I have a couple friends of mine who are getting married, and they asked me to officiate it. So technically,
awesome,
I could totally do it.
Dude,
that's awesome.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. But anyway, what I wanted to say, like, long story short, we have a community of vapors who are really new to it. And we just kind of do that. Like, that's the best part about the vaping community. It's just people wanting to share knowledge and like their passions, like things that they love, devices, juice, all that kind of stuff. And fostering a community like that, I think, is pretty much, I would say, like, you know, I've definitely talked to people outside of a bar about vaping because I'm vaping, right? But the bigger effect is nurturing a community online, I think, because, you know, it's all word of mouth. I mean, that's how I don't know how you guys started vaping, but I heard from a friend about vaping, and they helped me out, you know what I mean?
Pretty much.
So that's what the Zample Box like group on Facebook is all about, really.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. What about you guys? How, especially Dan, I want to see what you think about this, because you work at a shop. People that come in looking for stuff, they probably bring their friends in who are not smokers and vapors, who are kind of curious on this whole thing and kind of hear the stereotypes and everything and try to.
I like to assess people. A lot of the times, like, say I'm at, like, the shop's easy. They're coming in, so they're already curious. You know what I mean? So I can, anytime they need the stories debunked, because I like to ask them, like, what have you heard? What do you know about vaping? And usually it's mostly, well, I've seen in the news popcorn lung or wet lung and all this other stuff. So I go through the spiel of telling them the actual truth, the facts that we actually know, and why that's not true. But my favorite thing is, like, being out at the bars or something and you go outside. I go outside with the smokers. Most of the bars around here let me vape in them, but I'll go out with them, just stand there and vape, and they're like, wow, that smells good. And then it's kind of my icebreaker to let them know, yeah, it does smell good, and it smells better than that, and just talk to them. You know, they're like, again, they'll do the same thing. Oh, I'm still smoking. I keep hearing about popcorn lung or something like that. So again, that's just on retainer in my head. Just this is how what happened. It's wrong. Yada, yada, yada. Here's your facts. And some of them, you know, have changed. I was in a wedding last month and all the groomsmen were smokers. And one of them got back home to Canada and sent me a picture. He went and bought a Smoke Nord kit. You know what I mean? And so he's on the path too. He hasn't smoked in like 3 weeks now. So
that's awesome.
I love that stuff, man.
Narrow is the path, they say. Narrow is the path, but wide is the other path.
Yeah, there's actually a couple people in chat kind of giving their opinion or like their point of view on like what they do. Like Broken Ohm says, I post on my Facebook to my friends and family information on vaping and where to start their journey into quitting cigarettes by vaping. I answer their questions they may have. That's a great way. And then of course, Addy Tooney down here says, he says, Poon Sauce. I start with Big Pharma and Big Healthcare is losing hundreds of millions because of vaping. I asked them to do a quick search of the Royal College of Physicians study where vaping is 95% less harmful.
Yeah, I go into that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, was it on Saturday? I was on Texas Cloudtown's channel. We did like advocacy talk and stuff, and he mentioned that like he actually, like, most of his coworkers and stuff, he has their email, so he'll actually email like all like links and stuff, all like the information that they need, and he'll explain it very simply, but he's like, here's more material if you guys want to learn a little bit more about this, all that kind of thing, which I think somewhat of a good path, you know, because I mean a lot of it is just widespread misinformation.
Yeah, because I feel like that's the thing you don't want to do. You don't want to overload them with information at one time, because you're not going to get anywhere from that.
Yeah,
but it's funny. It's like once you start telling them one thing, then more questions, right? Oh, well, if that's that, what about this? You know, and then you kind of go in and all reverts back to the government, and they're like, yeah, I can see that. So it kind of opens their eyes a little bit to it.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Remember, guys, everybody in the chat that's listening, that's watching right now, all it takes is one statement that pops that spark in their brain, and that's when the questions start coming, and that's when you can give them the information that they need. So what I want to say to everybody in the chat is make it a goal, probably like a determination. Put that in your head. It's like, I want to get somebody that's not a smoker, not a vapor, informed of what vaping actually is. I feel like that's what needs to be done, like how Sean Typhon and a lot of the advocates out there are saying now. Advocacy is great. We need activism. That's what we need right now. 2019 is going to be a very difficult year for all of us.
Advocate
for the industry. Yeah, it's going to be
like I've been saying this a lot, but you know how I don't know if you guys saw it, but Eric Vinyl and Vapor posted this thing last Friday, and it was like a little kind of like it was like a picture, and then just random words are flying through it. But one thing that stuck in it was changing just common opinion on this. I feel that we need to get the non-vapors, the non-smokers, people that really don't look this stuff up. I mean, like non-hobbyists, because all of us here in this group are hobbyists to one extreme or another. So we go looking for this stuff. But your average person that just goes into a shop and gets a smock tank, smock coils, same juice, they don't bother with looking up YouTube reviews or anything. So they're not going to really look up this information on their own, and I feel that trying to change that is something that we need to aim for.
Definitely, most definitely.
All right. Well, let's move. Let's get this trainer rolling. So Mr. Zamples, you want to tell us a little bit about your company, how you guys got started, and all that kind of thing? Some history. We all want to know. We're all curious.
Tell us the story.
Tell us a story.
Story time.
Yeah, I was walking in an alleyway and they offered me tacos, and I was like, "Yo, I'll work for you."
Tacos, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So
Alleyway tacos are the best tacos.
I know, man. Alleyway tacos.
Street tacos.
Zamples has been around for about 5-6 years now, and you guys, I don't know how long you guys have been vaping, but at that time, vaping was a little bit different, and I think we really wanted to get awesome juice to people who didn't have vape shops around. I mean, now we have some of you guys are working in shops or whatever, but at that time there was just not a lot of shops unless you're in California, really. So we just try to get awesome juice in a subscription service, and we've grown and changed and improved just based on what the members really want. Like the nic levels they want, the kind of flavors they want, the brands they want, and we try our best to get that together. And right now we have an algorithm, so our system's all set up essentially for you to choose flavors you like, and then we just there's flavor tags, and then we just try to get you what you want, you know what I mean? Or at least stuff that the real goal for us was always discovering new flavors, because I don't know about you guys, when I was a smoker, it was I was the kind of smoker who had menthol and rollies and all these different kind of cigarettes. I smoked all sorts of cigarettes, didn't even care, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So vaping worked for me because I could try different flavors. But I don't know, some people, it's they find that one flavor and it works for them. But I think for vaping, it's vapor stung after a while. Yeah. You just got to try new flavors and it'll keep you going on your journey.
Yeah.
Instead of going back to cigarettes. So that was the biggest thing, and offering that the best value that we could, you know what I mean? I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been really, really fun, a learning process, because obviously, our company, like I was mentioning to these guys before we started live, it has been a different kind of thing, we're essentially one of the first e-liquid subscription services in the world. And we made it work by learning about what people like, you know what I mean? And you'd be surprised, a lot of people love strawberry, but we learned all these things, what kind of flavors people like, and also what nic levels are more popular than others. I mean, the vast majority of bottles that we send out are 3 milligram, the vast majority.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the point where we used to have 18 when devices were way different and less powered.
I remember those days.
Yeah, exactly. And now we don't need 18 because most people really just don't even use it.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, man. And so when I started here, I started with the customer service team. I made it. It was just me by myself, on a cell phone, just answering people and on Facebook and stuff like that. And I developed a team here for customer service, and then I moved to marketing to do more of the YouTube videos. So if you guys haven't seen us on YouTube, we have we're trying to make it really fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you guys have any specific questions, I'm down to answer. But
yeah, I want to know what gave you guys the idea for the gross juice tastings that you guys do. Because I got caught up in one at NVE.
I did too.
And I want to know the idea that came behind this, and what made you guys say let's just try vaping nasty juices and
for sure
go about it.
Actually, the thing was too, I don't know if you've seen we've had a lot of episodes, because that's the one of the series where I'm I don't want to do it anymore. But
yeah.
all of you are just more, as soon as it's just anyway, so we started it, and a guy named Dean from Coil Vapes, I don't know if you guys know Coil Vapes. He's an awesome guy. And Ian, he worked here with brands back in the day too. He was a small brand, and he's grown a lot. But he made it was an April, it's actually funny because it's April Fool's now, but it was an April Fool's joke, and he made a juice called Wet Dreams.
Which that already sounds bad.
Yeah, it's sweaty sheets essentially.
I knuckle tasted it.
Yeah, dude, he sent one to us.
It's honey flavored apparently.
Yeah, and then it was so we were oh, we have to do this live because our community wants to see us vaping anyway. And so we just got a bunch of juice that was gross and we did it. And that's just how it happened. So people love on YouTube. People love to see people in pain, man.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They love it.
Dude,
So-
we're all ruined by Jackass. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We all
Dude,
grew up
that
with
whole-
that. We want to see that all the time.
Totally.
Anytime someone falls around you, do you ask if they're okay first, or do you laugh and then ask if they're okay?
Yeah,
That's
you,
the
you
way we
definitely
are.
laugh. You laugh.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
Good
got to see
point.
the Suck My Mod when you guys sent them a bunch of nasty juices and they got to try them one at a time.
Yeah,
That was
dude. Matt and
hilarious.
V. So congrats to them. I don't know if you guys know
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, engaged. So yeah, I'm stoked for them.
yeah, for
They're
sure.
super sweet, dude. They're super sweet people.
I've had the chance.
Where do you guys get those nasty juices from? I feel like they all come from China because you don't. I'd really surprised if like American companies would make something like this.
It's all like I feel like a lot of it was like troll juice that was just made, and actually a lot of it you can't find anymore. We still have some bottles left that are a little bit older, because a lot of people aren't making. But a lot of it was Chinese, just like.
So the sweaty sheets are super steeped.
Yeah, well, that's one of the bottles we've had.
They're
More.
super sheet.
Yeah, super sheet, but yeah, I'm sure Dean could still make some too if you guys are looking to try it.
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I do know some sites that sell like savory flavorings where you can get like buffalo wing and things like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've tried a lot
That
of
was-
those flavors.
that
man.
was one of my like first questions when I started vaping. Like I got like a fruit juice, but I'm like, dude, where's like the steak and potatoes juice at? And now now that I'm in it, like I would never want to try that. That would
like,
be terrible.
They should have told you don't want to vape that.
But they did, but I'm like, no, I think I do. And then yeah, I think I tried like a chicken and waffles one time, and I'm like, yeah, this was a bad idea.
Does it say? So I think someone was asking if we're going to be at the Vegas Expo.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm trying to get to as many expos as possible, and I like Vegas. It's a pretty fun town too. But I'm not sure. I don't have an okay go. I mean, like NVE, we decided to go like pretty like right before it happened, pretty much.
Okay.
So we'll definitely just check out our social media because we definitely will post that if we are able to go. I'd love to.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? You guys got any more questions? How did you get into vaping? How about that?
That's a good question. Yeah. So actually, I was the first thing I tried was Cigalikes, like Safe Sig and all that, and I was just killing Skyrim, you know.
All right.
Going through those like things. And my buddy actually in LA is a good friend of mine. He was like, no, man, you need to get onto mech mods. And actually it's cool that you guys all have mechs and stuff too. Like I used to only vape mech mods. And actually I vape K-Funds too on mech mods even back then too. But yeah, he helped me build like, you know, with silica.
Oh God, silica
Like,
licks.
dude, like, I
I know.
built with silica. Yeah.
I know.
And,
I know those days. I
exactly.
started vaping in 2012, so I know those days.
Exactly, dude. So silica, and it was like K-Fun and like a Nemesis clone or whatever you know mech I could get my hands on. You know what I mean? And I'm all about brass too. But yeah, I just tried it, man. I just tried it because I have a little daughter now. She's 4, and when her mother was pregnant, I was like, you know, I just got to do it because I was kind of an asshole smoker, man. I smoked all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like for me personally, it was that's what I tell people too who are like looking to smoke to get off of cigarettes and start vaping. The first week was kind of rough because you want to have a smoke after you eat or whatever, but I think people will be really surprised at how satisfying vaping is, especially now. I mean, with Nick Salt devices available. Yeah, man. Like so, it didn't like as soon as I vaped for that, I made it for that first week. And then I just like didn't want a cigarette anymore. It was just, and it was the best. And so and then I found Zample Box and I was like so stoked to be able to spread that message about vaping in that way. Yeah, man, that's how
the dream, man. You got to do it. So it's really cool to hear from you on that and to see that you're so happy. Like it's not just some, hey, I got to do this. And then it wasn't what I expected. It's just like every other job. Now, if it's your passion to convert people from smoking to vaping. It's also your passion to like work with good people, and vaping is a passion of yours. Then it is the dream.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because like I'm really fortunate. I get to work at a company like this. It's very different than a lot of other companies, but even just being like making content on YouTube and being able to spread that word or just that positivity that it's like possible. I think there's a lot of people who don't have that kind of support. You know what I mean? Like the Zample Box Lounge is awesome because we've had people who like don't have friends helping them like choose devices or like don't even know where to look on YouTube, like older folks too, who might not know how to even vape at all. And having that kind of support system helps. And I think that that's a huge part about vaping in general and it growing is just being supportive of people who are trying to make that jump, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
Sure.
yeah.
I did have a question for you. Like, do you guys have anything new or any plans, you know, kind of like maybe do something different with Zample Box or even necessarily with the YouTube? Like, you guys have any different segments or, you know, types of videos that you guys are, you know, thinking about or have, you know, in the works?
Sure, man. Yeah. So I can answer that in a couple of things. So at Zample Box, the actual core product, we've had a lot of people. We want to do a big revamp of the site and just add more functionality. But eventually we had people ask about Nick Salt boxes. And that's something that we want to be able to offer. It's a little bit different because obviously the milliliters would be different. But yeah, we'd love to do that. For the YouTube channel, which is something I'm immediately working on more, our audience is just all about like comedy, man. They just love it. So it's like that's actually one of those things too. It's funny because Poon Sauce was mentioning that too, just like different ways of getting people to learn about vaping, just comedy and getting people to like see vapors and that kind of community and that kind of, you know, I don't even know, sentiment and just the way we are is really important. So we have a lot of like comedy videos coming up that we're actually really stoked on.
This is great. This is the perfect time for it, in all honesty. I don't keep secrets very well, but a friend of mine was on a show the other day and he was talking about how he's kind of moving away from just specifically doing reviews on everything on his channel to like kind of hitting things that he's interested in from whatever perspective is his forte. And I think that there's really a gap in that. And there's a time more than ever now to have some other vaping content other than just, you know, live shows and reviews. So it's really cool to see there's like a sitcom. That's why I've always liked Twisted Messes or Twisted. Well, I like him too. Twisted 419 because his vape reviews. I've been vaping for 5 years now, or just about 5 years. And for him, it's like it was all like even then and now it's different. He has his own style. He has all that the cheeky shit on his walls and stuff like that. And I love that about him. Like he's always doing the different effects, whether they make sense or not, but it made it interesting and different. So.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I got to meet Richard and he's like, you know, I told him too, I was like, dude, thanks for, you know, opening the door for us to like be able to do fun, engaging content. Cause that's like, you know, he helped me when I was like learning about vaping for sure back in the day too.
Absolutely.
You're right, man.
Awesome.
Now, this might be a kind of a cool question, like, because you, of course, you working at Zample Box, you probably try like millions and millions of juices. Like, out of all the juices that you've tried, do you have like one specific one that like it could be your all day, everyday juice?
Yeah, dude, it's hard to narrow it down because
it is.
I would try to. So I've gotten that question before, and it's like all about like segmenting it in different kinds of flavors because I do like all sorts of flavors, you know. So like, you know, some vapors don't like tobacco flavors and menthol, whatever. I love it, you know? But I actually do like tobacco flavors a lot. RY5 is like, you know, that RY4 and RY5s and stuff. Those are like got me off of cigarettes. You know what I mean?
Go.
So I would say Good Life Vapor is awesome, man. They're really, really good. They've been doing it for a long time. They make some great juice, which will help a lot of people get off of cigarettes for sure. But they have a tobacco blend called El Camino that's really good. For desserts, I would say Coil Vapes Diswan. It's like a really good custard. Right now, there's a couple good fruit flavors. Fruit's hard because there's like a ton of
there's so many blends and mixes
for sure.
and that are great. You know what I mean? I want to give a shout out to my dude Adam though. His name's Adam. It's Eris Vapors, and he makes some really, really good like dripping like all day vape fruit.
Adam, you are shouted out. Sorry.
Yeah, he's the man, dude.
Sorry, I peeked.
By the way, I was going to ask you guys, you guys should check out the video. We have a video today. That's awesome, dude.
Go ahead,
we have a video today that went up on our YouTube channel. You guys should check it out. It's a new product by Zample Box.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Okay.
I just posted the link. I'll post it again.
All right, cool.
There it is.
What I thought was also really cool that you guys do a lot of the company, there's actually some juices in there that you guys have in your sample box that only are available in like 120 mils and 100 ml bottles that are very exclusive to sample box, but they come in those 30 ml bottles. Like I see sometimes where you guys get Vaptasia in there. I'm like, how often are you going to see 30 ml bottles of Vaptasia? Not often. You're not going to see those in retail shops. I thought that was really cool on your guys' part to do.
Yeah, well, that's like one of the biggest things too, because we work with some awesome people, and those specific sizes, especially now these days, are specifically made for us. So, you know, Vaptasia makes amazing stuff, and actually, they made, I think, Example Box, they got best e-liquid of the year, I think last year, for their custard, killer custard. But yeah, man, people make some like specific bottles for us, and a lot of times, like we've had a lot of makers try out flavors for the Example Box family to see if they'll like it or not, and people are really receptive to that. I think that's like the coolest thing too, is like makers can try it to see if people like the second or third favorite, you know, that like shops love, but like they want more people to try it. So I don't know, man, it's cool. It's a really, really cool thing, and I think that's one of the most fun things too, finding flavors that you never thought you'd actually would like.
Yeah, because
that's the coolest thing of vaping, man. Like there are flavors where you're just like, I never had a current in my life. Like I don't want current,
right?
What is that?
I don't want a whiskey flavor or whatever. But then you try it and you're like, holy shit, that's good. You know,
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the best moment, I think, in vaping. One of the best
when
moments.
something surprises you that you didn't think was going to be good, and you're like shocked. You're like, well, that's new. I did not know I liked that. Okay, cool.
That's like
put that in my arsenal. I need that in my life.
It's like how when Squint Industries came out that the adult beverage line that you would have never thought would have been good in a vape.
Squid shots.
And some of them are freaking awesome. Like I know they, and you would never gotten that thing in your head. It was like, I'm not gonna have something that I'm gonna vape something that I'm gonna go out to a bar and drink there, but they made it, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be an all day thing for me.
That's like the coolest part about our service, man. Is like, you know, a lot of people didn't have access to shops. I mean, even still, there's a lot of people. We ship all over the world too. So people want to try American e-liquid in general, right? But you know, going to a shop, trying it a little bit, like there's a different feeling of trying a flavor at a shop, like with their device or whatever, than like you building it home or you having your setup and trying it like on your back patio and like really feeling if it's going to work for you. You know what I mean?
Chris,
what's up?
Sorry, man. I just found you in the wild. Not to cut you off, but I just remembered that I met you before I met you. Without saying hello, but I found you in the wild, basically punking our boy Overdrip.
If we're playing the villains drinking game, everyone has to take a shot right now.
Yeah,
I wish I had a shot.
Got it again.
I don't want that.
Sorry to cut you off, man. But
I'm gonna grab a beer real quick. I think I have a beer in the fridge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Yeah.
No, what he was saying about the whole trying new juices. Since meeting you guys, I've tried so much stuff. I have like a whole bin full of juices at this point that I haven't tried yet. But it is one of those weird things of you gotta like try different things and see what's
like
out there. Parade maker for me, dude. Parade maker. I hate hazelnut.
That's like another amazing thing too, because you're a DIY guy.
Yeah.
So you usually make your own stuff, but then going out there exploring.
I tend to stay to my wheelhouse, and since then I've been trying to explore a little bit out of it. Honestly, I've tried some really disgusting things that will never make the light of day. So,
dude, I tried the other day. I don't know if it's from Yami Vapors, but it's the sweet Japanese sweet potato or whatever. Has anyone tried that? Because that was shocking. I was like, wow.
No.
Or a roasted Japanese sweet potato. My buddy's got it in his Dreamer, and I was like, wow, that's surprising. You can just leave that bottle. I'll take care of it for you.
For sure. Well, I think Dean made a flavor once too in Coil Vape. So it's only available like around Christmas time, but it's like a praline, like sweet potato crumble.
Ooh.
And it's actually fucking awesome. Man. It's like all day vape. It's like all day vape good, you know? But like people wouldn't think that a sweet potato like thing would be what you want to vape, but it does.
Right.
Work.
Yeah.
Chris, I got a question for you. With you guys, with having the sample box, do you guys only carry like USA liquids, or do you guys have like UK liquids from the Philippines, so on and so forth? Canada.
Sure. We definitely used to have. We've had historically we've had e-liquids from other countries like the Philippines and the UK, but we do now. Yeah. Oh, Max! See, Max is here. We do now. Who do we got, man?
Maximilian.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
I can bring them on. Vaping with the Ohmies, man. This is the best thing in the world. You're missing out.
Who?
The best show. This is the best show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Does
heard
he
it
have
here
a
first,
beard?
Oh,
guys.
shit.
From Zamples.
Sample box
Come on.
support.
Sample box approved.
Well, we do. Most of our e-liquid is from the U.S.,
Okay.
but we do have some e-liquid. This is Max.
What's up, Max?
Wow.
What's going
What's
on?
up?
Max is great. He just
Is
came
there,
in to steal
is
beer.
there
now.
anyone there with a beard, or do you guys just repel facial hair?
We're just
I
allergic to
think
that.
in Washington State it's illegal to have facial hair, so
Tell Vaping
It's
with
actually-
Ken that.
it's a Seattle law.
Yeah,
We both shaved.
we're the only we're the only softies. The other guys have.
Soft.
The only baby faces around.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that was the question. I would love to have more juice from other places too. It does have a little bit more of a logistical thing, getting it shipped to our fulfillment center and then
Because you
back
think
out.
about it too, there is so many UK juices out there. Like, look at the vape expos that are out there. That I would probably say
They all come unnicked.
85% of the juice companies out at those expos are UK companies.
Yeah,
And it's crazy how many different varieties of flavors they have that are different from what we vape. How many
Totally.
different kinds of like desserts, fruit.
Tastes of the world is what it could say
Yeah.
on the front. And it
Like
could have
how-
the old like 2012 Olympics, logo on it. Just like a bunch of people holding hands around the globe.
pretty good.
Uh,
I like that.
Zamples around the
That'd be
world.
fun.
Mhm.
That's something I would love to see though, is having more juices from different companies to be involved, because then it'll even open other people's horizons even more. And that would be something really cool. But
I
I would
agree,
love to
man.
do that, man. It's just the logistics of getting juice over here, like
Yeah.
without having finding a co-packer to have it manufactured here is just such a pain. It's like there's
Yeah.
so few companies that are big enough or like even willing enough to try to break into the U.S. market, especially with where regulations are at, to want to put
Yeah.
the time and money into doing that for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
But I
the
totally
God's
agree.
truth.
I would love to have more. I would
Yeah.
love it.
Right.
And our members have been asking about that too, because that's something we'd love to do. We've always wanted to do, but it's not easy.
I'm just drinking beer, man. You don't need to show me on camera. I'm not doing anything.
We'll keep it on the moneymaker, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, buddy.
There
Money
you go.
When Max talks, you just move your mouth like a puppet, and it'll be.
The most amazing thing ever.
All right. Well, sorry, but we gotta close, and I've had a blast doing this. And seriously, dude, you could come on anytime. But
Yeah,
we're gonna do first of all some juice of the week.
okay.
Let's start with Mr. Poonsauce, since he just came back from Expo, which we completely forgot to talk about.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Right.
He's like, I'm okay with it.
There wasn't
Yeah.
much to talk about. I mean, Corey's got some interesting stories, but I was there Sunday just to hug my brother and hang out. But
I'm not going to talk about those stories on here because I like having Clown being able to stream again. So I don't want to take that away from his first show back. Yeah, for me, it's good. I don't know if I've done this before, but screw it. Kurango by Transistor. It's amazing. It's one of those juices that you would have never thought would work, but it's just freaking fantastic. And it's awesome. Let's pass it off to Swaggins.
Oh, fantastic. Why not? Well, as you guys all know, I love Tango Melon, but this week, I must say, Beautiful Disaster by Transistor is my juice of the week. And I'm going to pass it off to our special guest, Chris, aka Zamplebox. All right. Look at that.
Actually, his juice of the week is a
I'm
box.
just ready, baby. I'm gonna shout out Eris again. This is Sky's Zamples family favorite. His whole line is a favorite, but this is a mountain mint light berry finish. I mean, this is some all day vape, man. Especially if you're like schlubby like me and you need to get out. You're just like just want to vape and like try to exercise.
Okay. Helpful. All right.
That stuff right there, guys. You heard
Yeah.
it.
Who should? Can I pass it to the group? Did you go yet, Green Ranger?
No, I didn't.
I want to pass to you.
All right. So for me, I'm gonna say 12 Monkeys Tropica, tropical fruit blend. I think it's got like some guava, like some other crazy exotic fruits, and this stuff is delicious. Honestly, I tried their whole line at Envy, and it was really good. But I'm really liking this Tropica specifically, and I'll pass it to Dan.
Ew. OPMH, man. They make the fountain, which has been one of my favorite juices. And now they're coming out with Heartbreaker. and it's Jawbreaker. They have original strawberry kiwi, blue raspberry, and a sour apple, and they are really good. So check them out. Heartbreaker by OPMH. I will pass it over to Clown.
He just pulls out a bunch of fountain.
Yeah, there's the
juices.
fountain.
He's got the whole line.
Oh, look at him.
Ooh, what's the white one?
Don't worry.
Cherry ice.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Turkish Harvest. Honestly, I've been waiting forever to try this because I've been sluggish on it, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really liking it and digging it. Yeah. Oh, I get to say another first.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's that time, our favorite time. It's Dan's dad joke of the week. Or whatever.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Yes.
All right, I got a good one. At least I think it is. What's the best way to carve wood?
I don't know.
Whittle by whittle.
Oh God.
Oh my god.
That was a good. Okay, that was actually pretty good.
Whittle by whittle.
Oh, man.
Whittlewood.
It's all in the delivery, bro. It's all in the
Yeah.
delivery.
That one was a little bit funny.
It was a little bit.
Now we're getting punny.
Oh yeah, always. Yeah. So,
Thank you. I'll be here next week.
Yeah, you will. No, not here. You'll be on James's channel.
I will be in this Zoom room. Whoever starts the stream, that's where I'll be.
Deal.
All right. Well, speaking of which, I have reviews, vlogs coming out, and all that. Go check out Clown Vapes. I seriously did a whole website redo, and I am liking the new look and everything. And
Looks
I
good.
got a ton of new stuff, and I still haven't added half of what I've gotten. So yeah, go check out clownvapes.com, Mr.
Some
James.
crown coils.
Clown Vapes.
I honestly just dropped a review right before the Ohmies started that I forgot to upload last night. So if you guys want to go check that out, it's for the dead goat and the goat. I did a whole encompassing video because I've done a first impressions of the goat itself. So with the goat, the dead goat cap and deck, did a video for that. Of course, come check out the green room on Friday. Also, another review will be coming out on Wednesday. And yeah, that's it for me,
Well,
man.
let's see, Mr. Swaggins, you want to promo any of your stuff?
Yeah, my new channel, Poonsauce_McNasty, just started. Keep your eyes out. Go over there, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
They don't have a link for it yet. I'm looking
I'm
at
going
it.
to be coming out with lots of pristine, great numero uno content for all of you
Tremendous.
guys.
Stupendous.
Yeah, keep your eyes out for my featured segment. What's the news, Poon Sauce? It'll be coming up Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'll be live streaming 16 hours a day. Poon Sauce McNasty. Go over there, subscribe.
Hold on. Whoa.
Thank you,
16
Chris. from
hours.
Vapebox. It was so great to have you here. I wish I could have
Absolutely.
hugged you in person, but there's always next time.
Next time for sure.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure. If you're in Michigan, go check out Dan. Go hang out with him at IVC.
They have some.
I'm there Tuesdays,
vape,
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays all day,
There you go.
10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
And
Come
then,
on in.
Chris, you want to promote any last minute things you might have coming up?
Here you go. Ready? Okay. If you guys want to check out the best e-liquid subscription service in the world, check out Zamplebox. Zamplebox.com. Best flavors delivered to your door every month. Also, if you guys want to see some fun vaping content, go to the Zamplebox YouTube channel. We get dirty, and you just get dirty with us. Also, if you want to get real dirty, vaping with the Ohmies is the only way to get that filth just all over your body.
Yeah, dude.
People,
Everybody.
check it out. These guys love vaping, and I love them. And I'm really thankful that you guys.
I need a shower
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I think
Dude, I
need,
don't
like, a
want to
bucket
watch
of
this.
mud
Off. This
so
has
I
been such
can
a great
see.
experience.
I
just
might
wanna
light
live
some
in it.
candles and
Dude,
use
he
a
lit-
bath
he
bomb or
legitimately-
something.
But he just legitimately made us filthy casuals, bro.
Yeah.
No
You can't-
shit.
Like legitimately.
Mhm.
And
filthy.
if you don't know what that means, you're out of luck.
You got to get in
All right.
on the in, man. All right. So, thanks everybody for joining us. We had a great time. Honestly, had a fun time. And yeah, wavy hands in the back. And as always, mix on, vape on.
Later, homies.
So.
I
got you
clock radio. I got you clock radio.